So today, let's talk about how the forex traders pay their taxation here in the Philippines. So we'll answer this question from Luther Anderson. Sabi niya, "Hi Coach, I wish you can reply for an aspiring trader. I was curious about forex taxation here sa Pilipinas. And paano po yung process po nyo kung meron po? And what will be the registration in the BIR na bothered po?" Okay, most of the time kasi akala natin, since ang ginagamit natin is offshore broker, wala na tayong tax. Honestly guys, we still have an obligation to pay our taxes. First is ano bang tingin ng BIR doon sa mga full-time forex trader? This is coming from my own perspective. You can ask a taxation professional regarding this to confirm. Pero what I'm just sharing is kung ano lang alam ko. For BIR, kapag full-time ka kumikita sa forex trading, and then ito na yung pinaka-ultimate source of income mo, your only source of income, ang BIR tingin nila sa'yo is self-employed ka. Parang kumbaga freelancer, consultant, or sole proprietor. Ang pinagkaiba lang is yung produkto mo is yung skill mo. So, as per our accountant, kailangan kong piliin dito na tax system is meron ka dalawang option. Option number 1 is yung income tax, which is merong 8% ka na babayaran na taxable based dun sa gross income mo. Sobrang simple lang computation nito. Say for example, for year 2026, nagkaroon ka ng total gross income na nasa roughly around 1 million. So, times mo lang yung sa 8%. So, basically, you have to pay. So, yun, mas onti yung compliance, tapos mas simple yung computation, kung yun yung gusto mo. However, you have another option, which is option 2. Ang tawag dito is graduated income tax. Here, depende kung gaano kalaki yung income mo. So, kapag mas lumalaki yung income mo, mas lumalaki yung tax mo. The good thing about here is pwede kang mag-claim ng mga allowable deductions kung qualified. For example, yung mga pwede mong i-deduct doon is yung internet mo. Siyempre, gumagamit ka ng internet kapag nagtitrade ka. So, if you are also using your cellphone, your laptop, for your trading, you can also have it deducted sa tax mo. Whatever na ginagamit mo, UPS, power backup, kahit nga yung trading desk mo yung share mo, pwede mong gamitin yun. Kasi it will be counted sa office equipment. Even your electricity, it's also counted kasi it's part of your business utility. If you are using mga trading softwares, if you are buying mga indicators, algorithmic na mga trading system, pwede mo i-deduct yun. Basta syempre merong OR. If you are using VPS, say for example, nag-trade ka ng robot, yan, nag-algo ka, meron kang automated trading, yung VPS, you can also have it deducted. Kahit nga mga office supplies like ballpen, yan, lapis, notebook. Kung business travel, pwede rin. Say for example, nagpunta ka sa ibang bansa and para sa seminar, conference, or mga client business purposes, pwede mo rin siya i-deduct. Kung nag-enroll ka naman kay LTA, sa amin, kay Legendary Trading Academy, you can have it also deducted to sa tax mo. Basta clear na trading related siya. Say for example, yan, trading mentorship, mga courses, seminar. Kami nagpa-provide naman kami sa LTA ng OR. So, pwede mo yung i-present as deduction. Siyempre, yung mga di mo lang na-deduct dyan, say for example, grocery, family vacation nyo, mga personal clothing, mga gym membership, hindi pwede yan. So, say for example, ito, computation, kumita ka nung 1 million this 2026, and deduct mo dyan yung internet mo, yung laptop mo, yung TradingView, this subscription mo, kung gumagamit ka ng TradingView, may subscription niya, pwede mo deduct din yan. Kung nag-enroll ka kay LTA, pwede mo rin deduct yan. And if meron ka CPA, may professional na gumagawa ng mga taxation mo, you can have it deducted as well. Just to make sure lang na meron kang mga proper documentation yan. Syempre, kailangan mo ng mga official receipts yan. So, yun yung 2 options na pwede mong gawin. So, ngayon, ano ba yung pwede maging basis nun? Kailangan mag-present ng mga broker statements mo, mga deposit and withdrawal proof, trading history mo, and yung profit and loss reports mo, yung papakita mo sa CPA mo. Kasi yan yung magiging basehan ng tax computation. Let's always remember na forex trading is like business. And just like any businesses, meron to kasamang responsibilidad sa, syempre, pagbabayad ng tax. And this content is for educational purposes lang, ha? The exact tax treatment is, syempre, depende sa sitwasyon mo. Kaya maganda pa rin kumonsulta ka sa CPA or kahit sino mga tax professionals para syempre, mas maayos yung tax planning mo. Right now, as of the moment, marami pa mga forex traders din hindi nagbabayad ng tax. And take notes, hindi pa sila hinahabol ng BIR, but it doesn't necessarily mean na forever tayong hindi hahabulin ng BIR kasi one day mahahanapan nila ng way yan para mataksan tayo. And magkakaroon na syempre ng malaking question dyan kapag ang laki na ng wini-withdraw mo sa bank account mo, ang laki na ng pumapasok dyan, tapos ang dineclare mo lang na source of income mo is student ka lang or blue-collar job, diba? maging questionable din dyan kapag, say for example, bibili ka na ng bahay, ng condo, ng sasakyan. Kasi you have to show and you have to prove saan yung pinagmulan ng pera mo. And sometimes kapag gusto mo mag-travel, you're applying for visa, hinihingan ka syempre ng income tax return dyan or ITR. Ito, say for example, coach, paano kung floating pa yung profit? Say for example, nag-trade ka ng $500 and then nag-earn siya ng $1,000. So in total, you have $1,500. Pero hindi mo pa siya kino-close, naka-float pa siya. Is it already taxable? Hindi po, kasi hindi pa siya realized gain. So ibig sabihin, hanggang hindi pa siya kino-close, hindi pa siya magiging taxable kasi pwede pa bumaligtad yung market. Hindi pa siya realized profit talaga. The only time na lang magiging taxable siya is when it is already realized gain. Hindi ibig sabihin na na-withdraw mo na siya, doon pa lang makakount siya as realized gain. Hindi po. Pag na-close mo na siya, yun, pwede na siya maging taxable. And sa ibang bansa naman, maraming mga traders lumilipat sila sa Dubai. Kasi sa Dubai, walang tax ang forex trading. So kung gusto mong gawing full-time to, and talagang seryoso ka dito, eventually siguro pwede mo i-consider lumipat sa Dubai. And alam mo nyo nakakatawa, pag pumunta kayo ng Dubai, sobrang daming mga forex traders doon. And then, grabe yung lifestyle nila. Like, nakatira lang sila sa hotel, and then they'll just go down, punta sa coffee shop, mag-trade lang. And then, yun na. Siguro they will trade for less than an hour, ganon. And they're already done with the day. And then, wala, okay na sila sa buong araw na. Pwede na sila mag-skydiving sa Dubai, ganon. Sobrang sarap ng buhay nila sa Dubai. Medyo mainit lang, but imagine wala kayong tax doon, diba? Tapos, but anyway, ang tinatanong niya kasi para sa registration, kailangan mo lang mag-register self-employed. Ayun, I hope nasagot ko yung question mo. And thank you for this question kasi I believe marami din mga nagtatanong about this.